we have something very large from Canada, which can only mean one thing: the exhaust. Let's get this thing opened. I've not opened it yet because I wanted to do it with you. Let's have a look, shall we? Let's see what we're dealing with. And get this pipe on this bike. Yes! Finally! So, nice and careful because I don't want to cut the pipe or scratch it. We've got one piece for it that is not here yet. That is the removable baffle, because they don't really ever run them in the States. I found it made a bit more torque on the dyno running it, so I've asked for another one. So they've done one. Ooh, one head pipe. Nice. Steps up as well for flow. Nice formed ends on it. Oh yeah. Yeah, very nice. Look at the welds. O2 sensors. That's that one. The other pipe. I've got that child at Christmas feeling. The one where you do get the Lego set you want. Oh, can we slip this out? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, even the spring retainers have got like a bit of bluing on. Yes. And we've gone bottle style again. Yeah, silenced. That, my friends, is going to look lovely. So I've got apparently a new generation of mount. They've come up with a better mounting system. SPB are always trying to better their products, which is good. Oh yeah, nice. So it mounts very similar to my other one. I imagine it mounts on the bottom of the gearbox. Yeah. So that'll mount on the bottom 2 holes of the gearbox. That can go down there. And then I'm assuming we've got a bag of fixings. Yes, so we've got a bag of fixings. How cool is that? It is a thing of beauty. Well worth the wait. Look at that. Tell you what I will do, I'm going to give you an update whilst we're here. We have fitted some other bits off camera. Bike falling over disaster has been rectified. Bag's been re-welded and fillered. So we'll get that one painted and sorted. Got some little caps in the holes here, got some white caps, looks much better, can't see the holes. The parts from Crossthread Cycles turned up, so we've got the floorboards, they look awesome, just really nice quality, really lightweight as well compared to the stock ones. So they're on. Shred heels came through, go get at them. Air cleaner in a blue to match the seat. So that's a nice piece to tie things in. We got the little Crossthread Cycles seat bolt, which again, lovely little piece. We have, the one thing that always fails on these is the linkage bar. So we've got a Crossthread Cycles linkage bar. Went black with everything else, apart from the seat bolt, because it was a nice contrast. And the link, because everything else here is chrome. Obviously the other floorboard, and we got the shifter tip as well, which is real nice. Feel nice and rounded on the foot. Nice bit of knurling on it to give you a bit of grip whilst you're shifting. Yeah, so we're there. This is a big moment. Big moment. Exhaust is going on. Oh, the excitement. I'm overcome. So let's get into it. Let's tear this old one off and show you that process as we go. So frustratingly, it looks like my new Hero 13 has just given up the ghost. It's died on me. It's got full battery and it's just given up. So we're going no time lapse. You're going to see this real time. So I've got the old exhaust off. Good start. We're going to whip the O2 bungs out of this one. We're also going to take the... You need to keep these parts. So we're going to whip all this off now. The new ones won't be so easy to put on the new exhaust. They're off. So there's 2 retaining clips. We're not reusing those, got new ones. I'd advise get new ones. So these are off. We'll just give these a little clean up with the Scotch-Brite. Same with this one, just a little clean up with the Scotch-Brite. And then we need the O2 bungs. So we'll whip those out. Luckily, The other day when I had this apart and then put this exhaust back on to try it, I put a little red F on there, so I know that's the front and this one's the rear. Now the beauty of this system, you haven't got to wrestle one piece because it's in 2 halves, which is nice. So let's put this one out of the way. As I said, new retaining clips. We've got some new gaskets because there's no point in spending decent money on a exhaust system then cheaping out and using the existing gaskets. So just go in with a pick and pull the old ones out. They'll probably be pretty in there. They'll probably break up trying to get them out. Just one old crusty one out. We'll pop a new one in. I'll show you that in a second. So this one here, you want to get a pick and just kind of get in behind it and sort of break it up. Break it out. There you go. And it comes out. New one, you're kind of just going to give that a little wipe out. Pop it in. You want to try not to bend this and then just work it round into the recess right the way down. That's in. We're actually going to do the gearbox mount first. So we'll get the 2 bolts at the bottom of the gearbox. Get yourself some blue Loctite because you need to Loctite these back up. Bag of fixings, it comes with everything. Right, got 2 O2 bung adapters. We don't need these, but we'll keep those for later. That's for if you want to run wideband, which we haven't got. You got 2 springs to hold your exhaust together. You've got some fixings for a plate that slides into the back of the exhaust, the hangers. You got some spring washers and fixings for that. Then you got some spring washers and washers for these 2 bolts, black bolts, which I'm assuming replace these here, giving you a longer, because you're going through a plate of mounting brackets. So these 2 come out, keep these because if you ever want to revert from the exhaust, you don't want to do these up fully until you've got the exhaust all seated, because this will obviously need to wiggle and adjust so you can line everything up. So get these in. You want to build the exhaust so it's not in a bind, so you'll see we'll get everything on and kind of seat it all, and you want to adjust your 2 header bolts to pull the exhaust to the bracket. You don't want to pull the exhaust, or you don't want to force the exhaust to the bracket. You want to walk it over to the bracket so that it's in a neutral position. So just going to give these a quick wipe up with some Scotch-Brite. I'll be 2 seconds. Just get these clipped onto a head pipe. So I'm actually going to put some gloves on because I don't want to get crap on the head pipe because it'll burn on. You'll burn anything on that's not nice stuff. You need to clean the exhaust down with brake cleaner when you finish, sort of thing. So I'm putting gloves on because I'm going to rub a tiny, and be careful you do not get this on the actual sender itself. You do not want to get on that end part. You just want a bit of anti-seize right on the threaded part only. So 102 in. Lovely. In there, nice. So we're going to nip this up. Not swinging off this. There'll be a torque spec probably somewhere, but you're not swinging off it. So just get them on there. This goes on. Then retention ring, which might be a bit difficult to get on now because these are new, so let's try. They are not going to be as easy. Try not to let this float around a lot, so it will scratch your exhaust. Oh, it's on. Oh, you can tell it's new. Yes. Right. On. So, front pipe can squeeze in there. Hopefully. This where it's designed to go. Clamp on. Now you're not going to do these up until we've got all the pipe assembled. Dab a little anti-seize on the pick. Just a little bit on the inside of the shreds on these. Oh, we're on. Right, let's just wind them in a bit. Lift him up, we're not doing him up. Right, whilst we're here, we'll plug in the O2 sensor, because we'll forget otherwise. And we're going to do the same process on the other pipe. This little plate slides into the bottom there. Don't you face me. That goes in there. And this is cool because it's kind of like adjustable, so it gives you some float on where the pipe goes. Then we're going to put these two up. And we're going to slide these two in. All the way in clearly. Like that. Then, this is why I said keep it loose, you know, line up everything. Get your spring washers and your bits for your exhaust hanger bracket. And actually, I'm not gonna lie, we're pretty close. Good. These are all in their place. As long as nothing's in a bind. Then we'll go in and do these two up. Now we'll do the head pipes up. You'll get these done up and then you'll ride for a bit. Then you'll probably have to do them again just to make sure they're all perfect. Get these front ones done up, pull them in, nice. Took both the bolts out the bottom of this and the pipe didn't move at all. It didn't try and spring backwards or forwards, or so we know that that pipe is on that mounting bracket in a really neutral, happy position, and it doesn't want to move, so it's not in a bind. It's not going to want to pull apart, crack, do all the other nasty stuff that happens to these. So that's really positive. Then we got to try and get these on. Grab this. Oh, like crazy. And it's on. Woo! Big job. And you're going to do the same with the bottom one. Which is slightly harder then because you've got two, or you've already got one spring on. And she's done. So, let's brake cleaner her down and we're going to start it. It's going to be a big moment. What are we thinking? What are your views? Drop it down. Tell me what you think. So, brake cleaner, because we want to clean any greasy fingerprints off of this, and I mean really clean this, because if you don't and there's grease on it, it will burn onto the pipe, so you'll end up with a greasy fingerprint. Yeah, there you go, seat dirt. Start time. I mean, bar a bit of paint on the back of the bag. This is the project finished. Yeah, let's do it. Let's put a heat cycle on it quickly. Ooh. I'm gonna start. Let's see. She will. We're going to run through some heat cycles. I mean, yay. We're going to paint the bag. And then we're going to go out on the road and show you it on the road. But that is it. The exhaust is on. There is more stuff we're going to do to this bike, inevitably. But she is at the point that we can use her. We can do what we want. She's a performance stunt bagger for the minute. Yes, we got some engine bits to do, obviously, but yeah, there we go. So, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, and if you want to also Harley Bagger building, let me know. But that's it. Time to go. Yep.